Flight attendants, arm doors for departure.
This is your captain speaking. I would like to welcome you on board on behalf of all the crew. Our flight time will be about 400 hours and 0 minutes, and we will be flying at a cruising altitude of 120 feet. Thank you for choosing to fly with us, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with us. We're committed to making your flight safe and comfortable. So before we depart, we'll be showing a brief safety presentation.
Securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. And all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas should be clear. Your mobile phones and other electronic devices should be turned off. But note that some items, such as phones, may not be used in flight at any time. You will find a list of approved electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket. Are you okay sitting by the emergency exit? If you're unable or prefer not to perform this function, just let us know, and we'd be happy to find you another seat. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle or press the latch to release. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, you should keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted signs located throughout the cabin, as well as any crew member instructions.
You don't smoke. I'm so sorry.
Smoking is not allowed on any flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector. There are 6 exits on this plane, 4 doors, 2 on each side, and 2 window exits over the wing. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used for flotation. Life rafts are located in ceiling compartments at the front and center of the plane. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there is a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, white emergency lights near the floor will lead you to red lights, which indicate an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull a mask toward you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the economy cabin. If you're seated in the first or business class cabin, the life vests are either between your seats, under your seat, or in a compartment under your armrest. To use, pull the tab to slip the vest over your head. Fasten the 2 straps to the front of the vest and then adjust the straps loosely around your waist. If your vest has only 1 strap, wrap it around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tabs at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tubes at shoulder level. You can activate a light by pulling down on the tab in front. If your vest doesn't have a tab, the light will activate automatically in the water. If necessary, we'll distribute infant life vests or other flotation devices.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
Knots.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Flaps up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has been switched off. However, for your safety we recommend you keep your seatbelt loosely fastened in case of any unexpected turbulence.
Cabin crew arm slides and cross-check.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. For your safety, please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
cabin crew seats for landing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We've already started our descent procedure to our destination. We expect to land in the next 20 minutes. We wish you a pleasant stay in, and we hope to see you again very soon. On behalf of all our crew, thank you for choosing our company as your airline today.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are descending to our destination. Please fasten your seatbelts and make sure all portable electronic devices are securely stowed so that we may secure the cabin for arrival.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing. 1,000. 500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20.
For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Before leaving the aircraft, please ensure that you have all your personal belongings with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We've already started our descent procedure to our destination. We have cabin crew seats for landing. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I would like to thank you for choosing us and hope you have a pleasant stay. Ladies and gentlemen, once again I would like to thank you for choosing us and hope you have a pleasant stay.